Hi everyone, this is an overview of the final step for your integrated reading and writing task, which is to write your 3-paragraph essay. So you will use your graphic organizer that you completed before, as well as my feedback on your graphic organizer to write and format your 3-paragraph essay. You guys will be able to see that feedback in the grades tab once I've graded your work. You can view comments, you can look at the rubric, and you can also return to that graphic organizer assignment page and see if I highlighted any pieces of that graphic organizer and added annotations. I'm going to try to put some notes on there for you guys. If I have comments about specific parts, then I might highlight and say, this needs to be changed or this is good. So you will be submitting your assignment on a new document, right? New Word document, new Google document, Pages, whatever word processor works for you. You're going to create a new document. Do not write it on your graphic organizer page, okay? So start a new one using the information from that graphic organizer to write the essay. So if you do not have access to a good word processor, you're welcome to download the Office Suite, which has Word in it. And then if you're new to Vava, here's directions for how to submit an assignment in Canvas. Okay. There's also a revising and editing checklist here for you to help you revise your work before you submit. So this is a really good tool. If you do have Google, then you can make an editable copy that has checkboxes in it. But this is a great tool for you to make sure that you have everything you need before you do submit. Okay. Also want to point out we have full assignment directions here on Canvas linked. Oops. So again, we have some helpful resources here. We have the full assignment rubric. This is how I'm going to grade you on this assignment. So this is another kind of checklist for y'all to make sure we are aiming for excellent full credit, 10 points. When we look at a rubric, we want to look at this part right here. Here are some resources for you. I pointed this out in a previous video, but this is a sample 3-paragraph essay. So if you're not sure exactly what I'm looking for, we talked about the graphic organizer example, but down here under step 4, I have a sample essay. So this is a good example of what I'm looking for. Again, this is a different prompt. I'm not using one of the prompts that you guys have to choose from. This is a totally different prompt. So you can't write this essay, but you can kind of see an idea of what the structure should look like. And I also have on this page kind of broken down what are the different components of the essay that you should have. How does that summary paragraph look? How does the problem paragraph look? How does the solution paragraph look? And some really good examples of how you can use examples from your own experiences, right? We've been talking about how we should not need to use research to complete this task. This is a really kind of good example of how you can draw on your own personal experiences to provide support for your ideas. So this is a really good resource for you guys to take a look at that example paragraph and the color coding and notes on the side that talk about everything that you need. Final reminder that this, again, should be your own original work and ideas. You should not be using research. You should not be using AI in any form, including tools like Grammarly or other grammar filters that edit your work or provide suggestions on how to improve your work. Again, my goal is for you to grow as readers and writers, and I cannot help you become a better writer if I cannot tell what your true writing is like. Okay. And so if you haven't finished that Canvas Studio quiz where we talked about plagiarism and all that stuff, AI stuff, make sure you do that. Okay. And then this is the assignment page where you'll actually submit. The rubric is here again for you, and that is due October 16th. But note, our Q1 computer scored end date is the 17th. But I don't want anybody worry that you got one day to to submit it. There's no leeway. That's not the case. So this assignment will, excuse me, will close December 5th. Okay. So obviously, if it's not done here, it's going to be a 0 in the grade book on that following Friday, but you'll have until that December end date, the quarter 3 end date, to submit. Okay. Again, thanks for watching. Please reach out with any questions.